She's not having it. Hello, everyone. Man, the view counter isn't working very well for me today. I noticed it in somebody else's sale. Let me do... I have to, like, shake my whole setup. It's not working. I'll have to do it later. The view counter is being weird today and not updating correctly. If you can hear me, type something in the chat because I'm trying to figure out if everything is working correctly. Perfect. Okay. When I went into somebody else's show earlier, the view counter said one person was watching when it was really over 100 people. So I'm just trying to make sure everything is working correctly, that we're all good to go. All right. So I have prepared a good chunk of my wood decor items, kind of woodland themed items, fun earth tone stuff. I like doing the theme sales. I think they're fun. So let's get started. I brought some new stuff that I just got recently as well. I have everything numbered in the preloaded auction section, so if you want to take a look, and if there's anything that you are interested in, if you want to get a closer look at, let me know, and I will show it to you. All right, let's see. What do I want to grab first? That's always the question. I am trying to reach, my current goal is to reach 1,000 sales by the end of the year, and I think we're about 70 or something away. So I've been loading more and more items recently to try to meet that. All right, first up we have a little figurine. I love this guy. He's been with me for a bit. It is a pottery bird head. Apologies for the dog squeaking in the background. He always chooses when I start talking to start doing that. We've got this bird head. I love the expression. Looks a little tired, a little content. I don't know what kind of bird this is supposed to be, but I love him. He doesn't seem to serve any purpose other than to just be there. Maybe a paperweight. Maybe just sit on your shelf. I don't know. It is not signed, but he's adorable. I'm going to start him at $10, and I will start it right now. For the bird. Head for scale on the bird. I love this piece. It gives me Muppet vibes a little bit. Mostly with the facial expression. Thank you for looking. All right, let's see. Let's do a wood item, because why not? I'm gonna do a vase. I stumbled upon somebody's entire collection of turned wood pieces, myrtle wood, very Muppets, absolutely. Hi, Sundance. Welcome. Okay, I swear the view counter is broken. From your end, where you are, what does it say the view counter is? There's the little eyeball on the top. Because I think 7. Okay, now it jumped up to 11. I think it's just taking a really long time today. I was in Moon Sky's show, and when I first popped in, it said 1 viewer when there were 20 people talking back and forth in the chat, and then it changed over to 120 something. So I'm okay, it seems like it's a little slow today, but that's okay. All right, next up we have this myrtlewood vase. I love finding myrtlewood pieces. I find them a lot here because I live in Oregon, and that is kind of a thing here. I love the way they varnished this and the really pretty patterns. I don't know. I pick up myrtle wood whenever I see it. I'm a fan. It was made for tourist pieces pretty frequently back in the day. There is a little bit of scuffing on here, some like scratches. And this one has a plastic insert inside for if you want to fill it with water and buds. And then it has the remnants of the Oregon myrtle wood sticker on the bottom. Authentic. I'm going to start this guy at $8 and I will run it right now. Pretty wood face. I don't know how do you guys feel about like wood decor, wood vases? I'm always drawn to it when I Oh, awesome! I'm so glad. I'm really glad that you found that paperweight. Like going back to somebody who is like well aware of what the paperweight is. Like that's fantastic to me. Sundance, that is going to you. Thank you so very much. It really was. I've had that. Shoot, that was probably one of the first items that I ever picked up when I started my business as a seller. I think it was like our first trip like down to Eugene, and I found that and I'm like, that's so cool. I don't know the history behind it, but I'm picking it up because it looks awesome. And like, how many years has it been? 2 years later? 2 years or so later, it's finally found its home with somebody who can appreciate it, and I love that. Oh, awesome. I love Eugene. Really good, like, thrifting down there. It's a lot of fun. We go down there. We try to at least, like, once a month. We have, like, a whole route that we do around the city, which is, like, a whole day trip. Let's see what's next. Let me find it. I packed so many items into the sale that I have to like scroll through to find the one that I want. How could hates thrifting? It could probably be tedious for some people. I know when I was younger, I might not have been super into it, mostly because I didn't like know the value of it until later, but I love thrifting. It's so much fun. My husband's finally come around. He gets excited when he finds something that's special. Let's see. Next up, this one's silly. This could count as a weirdo. We have a little like recipe note holder, handmade, little wood hand-painted standee. And it's got these two little mice on top of a mushroom with some ladybugs, and the clothespin to hold your note or recipe, whatever you want. The clothespin is like a little loose, if you can see that. Kind of comes undone a little bit, but and there is some like paint scratching. Could use a touch-up, but I thought it was just super sweet. Really cute. That's a good point. Really cute for a teacher gift. This would be so cute in a classroom with like a little note to students or whatever in there. I'm starting at $4. Going low on this guy. And I will run it right now. Cute little mice. I love the hand-painted stuff like this too. I think it's really sweet. Oh, we got a burger in the chat. Little Easter egg for y'all. If you can figure it out, let me know. Deb Doodle gets a point. No. There's an Easter egg somewhere in the show where I mention burgers, but you have to find it. It's a little experiment. Just because I was curious who would notice. Dev Doodle got it. She gets a point, but the rules are made up and the points don't matter, a la Whose Line Is It Anyway? Has anybody watched that show? I'm a huge fan of that show. I've been watching it since I was like a kid because my dad would watch it all the time. All right, next up we have a little hand-painted vase. I love the design on this. Bangle's got it. Bangle in the chat. You get a point. We have this little porcelain vase. Trying to adjust my light so you can actually see it. It has this really pretty moth on it. I love the design. I didn't even notice there's like a second one upside down right here on this side. I don't know what kind of moth this is or if they just kind of made this up, but I love the pink in there. I love the florals. It's got another one on the other side. It's got like a yellow background and some blue in there. Here's the bottom. Tree Feathers gets a point. I don't know where this is from. Possibly made in China. I have no idea, but I thought it was adorable. It does have crazing. I kind of like that though. Feels intentional. And then there's a little bit of staining on the lip in some of the crazing, but put a bud in there and you wouldn't even see it. Super cute. I love the moth design. I like moths. I'm going to start at $8 and I'll run it right now. Are we moth lovers or haters? Just curious. I feel like some people have very strong opinions on moths. A funny thing to have strong opinions about, but I know some people are like super creeped out. They give them the heebie-jeebies. Other people, like me, think they're absolutely gorgeous. Dot, thank you for the bid. Dot 1961, that is going to you. Thank you so very much. Isn't it? It's so gorgeous. I would say it's a moth and not a butterfly based on the coloring. But let's see. Next up, let's do... Okay, I need to take my dog out in a little bit because he's pacing and making me nervous. You just went out. It looks like a moth to me. It has the moth shape. Next up, we're doing a little... This is a redwood, like California souvenir, like a vintage one. And I love it so very much. It is a little ashtray trinket dish with a little pine cone bird sitting on top, made out of redwood. I love the patterning in the wood. And then you got this little guy. Little pine cone parrot standing guard over your trinkets. It still has the original sticker on there. The top part is torn, but I'm guessing it said California Big Trees Souvenir. It's super cute. I'm starting it at $10 and I'll run it right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that. I like picking up the whimsical things. That's definitely my style. I don't know. I like colorful things. I like unique things. I like, I don't know, silly little trinkety things. This guy caught my eye. I thought he was really cute with the painted on eyes. Okay, next up, let's do decisions. Let's do a paperweight. Oh, it has a pre-bid. I have to go through for the pre-bids. All right, next up we have a little squirrel paperweight figurine. It is like a baby blue color. And it is super cute. Smaller, on the smaller end. But I love the style of it. He's got his little arms out. And his tail. I'm going to start it at $4. And I'll run it right now. For the little squale. Glass squale paperweight. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. We are doing like forest vibes today. Earth tones, wood decor, woodland animals, all that goodness. TC, that is going to you. Thank you so very much. All right, I need to take him out real quickly, I think, because he wants out. Give me. All right, I'm back. He decided to wait until I started to let me know he needed to go out. You know how it is. We gotta make things as difficult as possible, but it's fine. Let's see. Next up, let's do... I have like a full set of these. I don't know what the interest on this would be, but let me show you. Let me grab them. So someone... I don't know. I know. Wait until the kid comes. Yeah. If our baby is anything like either our dog or our cat are, we're gonna do things the hard way. But that's okay. I have patience. Somebody made these. I don't know if they made these for like wedding decor or something along those lines. Really? Okay, now we got the cat meowing. It's a party over here. I don't know if somebody made these for wedding decor or something along those lines, but there was like a whole bunch of these like handmade kind of live edge wood tea light candle holders. So you could put like normal tea light candles in there or the electric ones, but I just thought they were so neat. So this one, you can see like the burl edge of it. Whoop. So there's this big one that fits two. There's this slightly smaller one. It has less of the burl on it. There is this guy. And then this one, which is flat. Hello, Purple Haze. And then this guy, which is thicker, and it has some of that edge on it. I just thought they were so cool. I have them separate, but if somebody was interested in all of them together, I could also do a bundle on that. So let me know if you're interested in like one or all of them, and I can run those. I just thought they were really cool. Really fun little... Really? Is that so? I am doing pretty well. We had another appointment today. She is. What is your problem? We had another appointment today. Everything's good. Yeah. I had her on frame when I started live because she crawled up into my lap right as I was starting. Always gotta make things interesting. All right, next up, let's do some McCoy. I found a few of these in the past, and I'm a fan. We have the McCoy wishing well with the original chain still on it. Hear the dog barking outside. It has wishing well on the front. Oh, wishing well on the front. It's got the little bucket with the metal handle. Thank you so much. We're very excited. Super excited. My mom and I were just talking about like baby shower stuff today and figuring out what we're gonna do for that. We shall see. We shall see. I just noticed there's a little bit of like glaze chipping next to the edge of the bucket handle, and the metal on it is a bit rusted, very rusted from age, but super cute planter. I'm curious like what plant you would put in this. I personally like the string of pearls plant where it's like it looks like little peas, but they're hanging. So it has Oh Wishing Well on one side and Give a Wish to Me on the other. McCoy. Let's see, it has the crazing, the little chip near the bucket handle. I'm going to start it at $12, and I'll run it right now. Little McCoy. I love the colors on it too. It reminds me of my great grandma's house. I feel like she'd have something like this sitting on her shelf. Had this kind of color vibe going on. Oh my goodness, he's being loud. Thank you for looking. All right, next up, let's see, let me check for pre-bids really quick. Don't want to miss anybody's pre-bids because that always stinks. Let's see. Ooh, we have one for the trinket box. Let's do that. I love this trinket box. I think it's so cute. We have a tiny little trinket box. little things gets a point. We have this cute little trinket box. It has this little girl and I think a deer. A little deer. I think they're so sweet. It's actually pretty well painted too. And I also love the color of the base, that like light green color. The eyes are really well done. And then let me get it open. This one's like a little hard to open, which I actually prefer so that it's not like slipping constantly. Here's it open. Here's the bottom. Just a little trinket box. I think it's so sweet. What are you doing? It's currently at $6, so I'm going to start it right now. Miss Kitty, get down from there. V. Desler gets a point. Can you get down from that? She found a box, but the box is occupied, so I'm not sure what she thinks she's going to accomplish. This is running. I think it's so sweet. Let's see, Jen, that's going to you. Thank you so very much. Oh, we're going on a field trip to see what stinky thing the cat's doing right now. What are we doing? You're innocent? You're innocent, huh? Huh. It seems that you've shredded the box. I would say that's not very innocent. I would say that's a naughty thing to do. Oh, the back talk. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do it, I swear. Fellas, treasures in purple haze get points. The cat does not get a point for being naughty. Alright, let's put you back on the stand. Goodness. First we have to let the dog out, then we have to stop the cat from destroying my stuff. Oh, I'm not allowed to call you out like that? Goodness gracious. Let's see. Let's check for any more pre-bids. We gotta make sure. Alright, next up, let's do a little myrtle wood. A little more myrtle wood, if I can find it. It's somewhere. Alright. This one's a little guy. The sticker fell off at some point. She wants to co-host. Here, come here. Meow. Come here. Oh, are we not happy? Are we not happy? I didn't think so. I didn't think so. We tried. We're a little camera shy. So it lost its sticker at some point, but we have a little myrtlewood toothpick holder. I wish I had some toothpicks to display, but it's one of the guys where you stick your little toothpicks in the holes next to your hors d'oeuvres or what have you, so people can just grab a toothpick, all nice and neat, to skewer their charcuterie or what have you. Super sweet, super simple, just a little guy. I think it's really cute for entertaining. And again, I love the banding and the shine that you get in the myrtle wood. Ooh. I'm going to start it at $4, and I'll run it right now. I've seen little ones like this that are like porcupines or like mushrooms that have the holes in them, but I like this guy. I don't know, I feel like this would be really cute for like a mid-century themed entertainment display. Super cute. Thank you for looking. Is that so? Let's see. Let's do a little pottery. This guy's fun. We have a little leaf-shaped kind of like nappy little handled dish. I'm trying to remember if this guy had a chip on it. I always put it in the description, so let me find out. Oh, there's crazing and a small chippy on the edge. Right here. Oh my goodness. We do know what the baby is. However, we are not telling anyone until they're born. Which that's had some mixed opinions, but I don't know. I like the idea of people being able to like meet our kiddo for the first time, and like getting to know their personality that way instead of like getting excited for one or the other, if that makes sense. Because like we really didn't care like either way what it was going to be. So we're just happy to be having a baby, and we want other people to be happy either way as well. So we do know, but we're keeping it a secret because we're mean like that. All right, so we have this. That's okay. No, it's a good question. A lot of people have asked, and yeah, we just That's what we're doing. Let's see. We have this little pottery leaf-shaped dish with a little handle. I think it's super cute. I love the color they did for this. Again, it does have crazing and a little chip, and they did have felt on the bottom, so that it rests nice. I like that. My mother-in-law didn't know what my husband was at all until he was born, so it was a surprise for them. That's how they wanted to go about it. We thought about doing that, but I'm like, personally, I can't wait that long. Like, I need something personally to be excited about. Christy gets a point. All right, I'm going to start the little dish at $8, and I'll run it right now. This would be really cute with like a candle sitting on top. Maybe some trinkets. I don't know. What would you use this for? It's kind of like an awkward ring. I don't know. Really? Oh, that's really cool. I feel like there's a lot of like mother's intuition when it comes to it too. Like I didn't have any dreams, but I knew but before we found out, I knew what it was going to be already. Like pretty much from the beginning, and I kept telling my husband like I'm fairly certain I know what it's going to be. And then when we got the result, I'm like, I told you. Sundance gets a point. She figured it out. I mainly did it. I'll spill the beans now. Those who are like just coming in, if they put one in the chat, they can figure it out later. But I wanted to see how many people would actually view the host notes, because that just got added recently, and I was really curious, like how many people would actually click on it to see. I don't know, just for a little experiment, curiosity's sake. I wanted to know what the visibility of it was. All right, let's see what paperweight. I just got this recently. I think it's a good addition. It's really good for extra information and stuff like that. And I feel like the versatility of it could be like really helpful for the future. All right, we have, it's kind of hard to see the colors of it, but we have this bird paperweight. I'm trying to show you the colors. There's like some brown in there, some like amethyst purple. It's all kind of swirled in there. Oh, I know. I'm trying to get like a really good view of the colors. There's some like swirls all through there. It's not signed, so I don't know who makes this, but I thought it was really sweet. And the color's interesting. I wish I had a flashlight to show you, but I'm gonna start it at $12, and I'll run it right now for the bird. The bird paperweight. She is not happy. I love that it has little feet. I feel like a lot of the time they don't have feet. Oh my goodness. Thank you for looking. Let's see, next up, let's do another bird. I put a lot of birds in here. I pick up a lot of birds. I just got this guy recently too, and I thought it was really sweet. So this is made by Schmid Bros, made in Japan. And it is a little porcelain bird. I don't know what kind of bird this is, but I think, yes, absolutely. Let me run this guy and then I will show the hummingbird bottle for sure. I think he's really sweet, little white bird. It is like really delicate. It's hollow and pretty thin. It just looks like a really grumpy, fat little burb. And I think he's adorable. I'm going to start him at $6 and I'll run him right now. I don't know. Any ideas on what kind of bird this is? A cute one, in my opinion. He is so very round. The cat is currently running a fat bird. That is the official classification. Round bird. The cat is currently running back and forth across the house. Thank you. I don't know if you can hear that. Her favorite thing to do is she will start at one end of the house. So we have like front door and back door kind of like in one straight line. And she'll start at one end and then she will run as fast as she can to the other door and slam into the door, like full body check the door, and then spin around and go to the other door and do the same thing. I don't know what her end game is. I don't know if that's normal, but she likes to Tokyo drift around the house and slam into objects like they're not there. We have like a bin. I had trauma. We have a bin in our kitchen for recycling. It's usually full of like water bottles because like being pregnant, I tend to prefer to drink out of water bottles. It's bad for the environment. That is. It just helps me drink more water. But she will, without caring that it's there, like Tokyo drift and body check straight into the bin and make water bottles fly everywhere. Like, she does not care if there's something in her way. She will run straight into it without any care. Let me go let the dog in because he is free. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. It is a full-on clown show today. So not only do we have, cat running into objects, cat chewing on boxes and tearing them up, dog begging to go outside and then begging to come back inside. Now we just had dog carrying an apple in his mouth, a rotten apple, and then refusing to give it up until I gave him a treat as a trade. So we're all over the place today. It's fantastic. Let me pull up the perfume bottle. All right, next up we have the the hummingbird perfume bottle. Pretty cobalt glass. It does have a seam on it. You can see it. Here's the bottom. It's got this like silver toned overlay. If it'll focus. It's got a hummingbird there and flowers. And then you've got the hummingbird stopper, the rose. Here it is. I don't know the maker of this, but I think it's super cute. Just a little guy, but I love the detail on it. Number 16 or just to clarify, I'm gonna run this. This one starts at $16 and I will run it right now. They're like friends from far away and they don't even know it. Oh, okay. Do you have your card information inputted? There should be a little section on the side that has like the wallet. Okay, then at the bottom of the screen, there should be like a bid button. Are you on PC or mobile? Oh, there you go. Perfect. Well, welcome to our community. Welcome to Knickknacks. It is good to have you here. Oh, that is perfectly fine. We're so glad you're here. It is so much fun over here. That is going to you, Poodle Babe. Thank you so much. And welcome. How long have you been looking at the Facebook shows? I'm guessing you've been following like Jocelyn's page. Prepare to lose your life savings. Shh, sad dance, don't tell. No, it's so much fun. Oh, awesome. That's so cool. Have you applied? Are you a seller here yet? Have you applied? Now the dog and cat are playing chase across the house. Goodness. It's an eventful day here. All right, next up, let's do another wood vase. It takes a little bit. There's a pretty long wait list just because there's a lot of applications and Jocelyn's very careful on how many like sellers she approves at once, just because she doesn't want to flood the market with so many sellers that there's not enough buyers. It's a balancing act, and she's really good at playing the balancing act when it comes to that. As long as you included like links and like all the required information that's in the form, you'll hear back at some point. Like if you included like a profile that has the stuff that you sell and that kind of thing. But she'll get back to you for sure. It just takes her a little bit to scan through all of them, and she approves in batches. It takes time, but it is well worth it. But in the meantime, we are glad to have you here. It's a lot of fun getting to know people and chilling out. All right, so next up we've got this guy. I thought this was really cool. It is a handmade vase, wood vase that somebody did. It's got this base. It does swivel a bit. I'm not sure why it swivels, but it does. So it's got like this stacked base and then this inlaid look to it with two different types of wood. And I thought that was really unique and cool, the way they did that. You can see where they joined it together at the top. Here's the top. Not signed. I wish they did because I think it's really neat. It is 11.25 inches tall. It's a pretty good size. I'm going to start it at $14 and I'll run it right now. I picked up so much wood decor, guys. It's like somebody just collected a ton over the years and then got rid of all of it. I think it's really cool. Lots of like random bud vases and candle holders and myrtle wood and all the things. Kelly, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for looking. All right, let's do. Oh, so there's a randomizer, so it could randomly tell me what to do next. Let's see. Let's do a little fused glass guy. I love fused glass. I will pick it up whenever I see it. We have. Hello! We have this fused glass little flower bouquet on a little wooden stand. Super cute little figurine. It'd be super cute on a shelf. Or just like as a gift or something. I don't know. Maybe there's supposed to be sunflowers. I'm not sure. It's a little abstract, but I think it's really cute. Not signed, but really sweet nonetheless. I'm going to start it at $6, and I'll run it right now for the little fused glass flowers. I think this would be a really good teacher gift, too. Something for their desk. Little flowers that don't wilt, you know. Thank you for looking. Wow. And again, if we have any requests for things that you want to look at closer, just let me know the number of the items in the comments, and I will give you a closer look. Here's kind of a weirdo. I thought it was really cool, so I grabbed it. But this was somebody's like handmade project, and I thought it was really neat. It's like a block, like a rectangular shaped block that somebody collaged. So on this side you have 2 woodpeckers. It's collaged on top of like a map and some like wrapping paper or something, and like sheet music. It's also like painted, so it was like an image of the woodpecker, but then somebody painted over it as well. Here's the top, bottom, side. You can see more of like the sheet music. On the other side, there is a single woodpecker. This person was very inspired by woodpeckers, as you can see. And then on this side, there's like a girl with blue hair, which, I don't know, I just thought it was cool. I liked the art style. I think it's an interesting little piece. I wish I knew who made this because I thought it was a cute little project that they did. I'm going to start it at $4, and I'll run it right now. Somebody's collage project. I think they did a good job. Fun little conversation starter piece. If all goes according to plan on Saturday, I'm going to have some new finds. Well, I got them last weekend, but I have some never before seen finds that I will be showing you. So I have to prepare those over the next 2 days. Take all the pictures and whatnot. Got some like cool stuff in my opinion. So stay tuned on Saturday for that. Let's see. Next up, I'm going to show you this fused glass piece. This is a necklace. Again, I love my fused glass. We have, if I can get it untangled, we have a little owl pendant. It's fused glass, little owl pendant. It's got like a silver belly, little like dichroic action in there. Cobalt blue with the yellow eyes and the red like ear tufts and feet. Here's the back. I think he's super cute. The cord they used is like multiple kind of thick strings. Pretty good quality. Here's the clasp. It is 19 inches. I just thought he was adorable. You can see the little beak sticks out. I'm going to start him at $8. And I'll run it right now for the little owl necklace. Ooh, thank you for your bid. I love finding fused glass jewelry. Sundance, that is going to you. Thank you so very much. I feel like my love for fused glass things was, I must have been like a teenager, and I found like a dichroic fused glass pendant at like a boutique antique store place that I used to go to all the time in my hometown. And I was like obsessed with this necklace. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. So like when I started selling and looking for that kind of stuff, and I started seeing all the dichroic and stuff, I'm like, this is fantastic. This is great. Okay, let's see. Let's do a print. Let's do another art piece. If I find like matted prints, if they speak to me, I'll pick them up. I felt like this one fit the theme today a little bit. It is by Mary Willowmoon, and it is matted, so you can get it framed, and it is already matted, but it is called Heart's Dance, and it's like two female figures in like a forest or a jungle holding up this light, and I love the colors of it. The blues and the greens. It's a lot more vibrant in person. And I love like the starburst effect that they did. It looks very like ethereal and like a little bit ghostly. I don't know. And then it has like a whole thing on the back about the piece and about the artist. The artist is was out of Eugene. Yeah. I'm going to start at $4, and I'll run it right now. With the matting, it is 10 by 8. We get some really cool local artists here in Oregon. I love finding this kind of stuff. We have a lot of different pottery artists, a lot of glass artists, traditional artists, that kind of thing. And it always just makes me happy learning new things about them. I don't know. Thanks for looking. Let's see. Let's do, again, decisions. Let's do a little bud face. This guy is made in Hawaii. Let's see. So this is mango wood, hand turned. I remember seeing a lot of mango wood stuff when I went to Hawaii when I was a kid. But it's just like a little bud vase. Little cutesy guy. It has the sticker on the bottom from the maker. Kama'aina Woods Inc. out of Honoka, Hawaii. I love the texture of myrtle wood. I love the black spots in it. I just think it's really cool. Just a little guy. I'm gonna start it at $6 and I'll run it right now. Hello everyone. Welcome in. We're doing wood decor, woodland animals, earth tones, all those fun things. I'm trying to think of more themes to do for the rest of the month. So we'll see. If you guys have like a preference for like different vibes that you like, different things you like to collect, let me know in the comments because I love being able to curate like a themed show. I think that's always the most fun. I thought about doing like an around the world show with different like items made in different places, different like culturally relevant items, that kind of thing. Like a pastel show, like things only in pastels, like a blue and white show, so blue and white decor. But if there's like specific colors or themes that you're interested in, let me know. And I'm happy to like come up with a themed show. It's always fun. I also like a challenge. So let's see. Next up, let's do this guy. He's pottery. Thrifty Tiffany gets a point. Thank you for taking part in my experiment. Next up, we have this vase. I don't know if this was like a school project or what. I think it's like incredibly well done. Big points to whoever made this because I'm obsessed. We have a little tree stump shaped vase. And this is all like carved, textured. It almost has a, what's the word? Sgraffito texture almost. It's like all of that was all hand carved in. And they did such a good job like recreating the wood texture. And then it has this little stem bit poking out, little branch of the leaf. Here's the inside. It is signed on the bottom. I think it's so cool. I don't know. I feel like this would be a good vase, be a really good pencil holder. I'm assuming that the person who had this before me probably used it as a pencil holder. I think it's really cool. I love the texture. The base to it is almost like a yellow, and then it has that brown over top. But I'm going to start it at $12, and I will run it right now. I don't know. I think this would be like the coolest pen holder ever. I like the whimsical items. Thank you for looking. Let's see. Next up, let's do... This one is interesting. I love picking up items like this. This one called to me, like, if nobody buys this, I'm almost tempted to keep it because it fits with my personal collection a little bit. I collect a lot of like antiques and oddities type of stuff, weirdo stuff. But this is a replica pictograph. Let's see. It uses outdated terminology. This pictograph replica is hand-painted on a native stone from the Columbia Plateau, and the artist is out of Wilhelmina, Oregon. But they hand-painted like a ram, a sheep, on this stone, and I don't know if they if it's real lichen or they simulated lichen on it, but they're copying like pictographs, like actual Native American pictographs on this piece of stone as a replica, and I just think it's so cool. And I love the colors because you've got that slightly like red stone and this kind of green licheny material on top of it. So it has like that contrast. Here's the back. I just thought it was so neat. I'm gonna start it at $14 and I'll run it right now. It definitely called to me. I remember my parents took my brother and I on a trip to Hawaii, Maui specifically, when we were little, on like spring break vacation or something like that. And I was going through all of the like, I don't know, like tourist books, and there was like a section for like lesser known things. I was like, you know, trying to tell my parents like, we should go do this, we should go do that. The planner, as always. And there was one in there about like pictographs, petroglyphs. That like was it definitely, yeah. It's super cool. Hey you don't need to be in there. You don't need to be in there. Wow. You don't need to be in there. Oh, be nice. Wow. So like I made my parents drive to this like part of Maui, and it's like a convenience store or a gas station or something, and then there's like a sign. There's a sign behind it that's like no trespassing or something, but we had asked the people in the gas station like, hey, the address in this like tourism book said that there's petroglyphs back there, can we like check it out? And they're like, oh yeah, you can go back there. So we like trekked through this field, and there's grass that's like taller than like my brother and I are, so we're like, this is kind of sketch, I don't know what's happening. So we like walk like a long ways down this like gravel path, and we get to this like dilapidated area where it's like this big stone, like gigantic cliff type thing, and there's like railing kind of going up to where the pictographs are, but it's like you could tell it's been like out of use for years and years and years. It's like falling apart, all the paint's faded off of it, like nobody's been back there. But like we got to like see all of these different petroglyphs up close and stuff, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. But as like a kid, it felt like an adventure movie, like we're going into this restricted area and going through this scary field and finding this really cool landmark. I don't know. That was definitely a fun memory for me as a kid. I love that kind of thing. All right, next up, let's do. I know. I think I don't know if like it was closed off to the public after a while, due to like tourists defacing it or something. That could possibly be it. I know that there was some like graffiti people drawing over some of them. So maybe they like closed it off to the public for the most part at a certain point, which would make total sense. But it was in the book that I was going through, and I'm like, well, we gotta go see that. I love like archaeology, anthropology, that kind of stuff, history in general. So that was like a no-brainer for me. Museums and landmarks and all that stuff. I'm a big fan, so had to go see it. But yeah, it was like nobody had been there in like decades. It was kind of wild. Next up, we have a hand-painted art piece. This is a big guy. This is hand-painted on a conch shelf mushroom. So this is all one mushroom that somebody peeled off a tree and dried. It's a huge one. Imagine seeing this growing on a tree. I want to know how big of a tree it was. You can see there's where the root was. Rooted mushroom. And then they dried it, preserved it, and then hand painted this landscape on there. Little mountainside with some trees and a little stream at the bottom. I've found like smaller ones before. A lot of the time they're either painted or burnished, like wood burning, that kind of thing. But I don't know. I just thought it was really cool. I'm going to start it at $14 and I will run it right now. It's huge. I don't know. Nature's cool. I like stuff like this too. Wow. Does anyone else have any like vacation adventure stories? Let's see. Next up, we'll do some figurines. This is another one that I've had for a little bit. Where did I set them? There they are. Welcome in, guys. We have a set of two Norcrest. No, these are Norlands. These are Norlands owls. There's a little bit of paint wear on here, but we have the set of two little like ceramic owls. Slightly different. We have this one with the wings out, sitting on a log. And this guy just kind of sitting there. Super cute together on a shelf. I'm going to start them at $8 and I'll run them right now. There's a little bit of paint wear on these guys. Not too bad though. Some right there. Let's see. Let's do. I feel like these are good for multiple seasons, but these are just like vintage, like flocked deer. I just thought they were cute. It's a set of two, made in Hong Kong. One of them does have some damage on it, but look at the little flocked little fawns. The hair sticks to it. Let me get the hair off. It's got this guy. They've got the really cute plastic eyes. It's got a little spots. And they're flocked. They're all soft. I feel like this is really cute for a Christmas display. And then here's the other one. They're pretty much identical. This one does have some wear around the eye and the ear. But set of two little fawns. I feel like these would be cute even like in a planter or something. going to start them at $4, and I run them right now. Just two little guys. Really? What's up? Thank you for looking. Does anyone have any requests? Things they want to get a closer look at? Let me know. Ooh, we have a bid on one of the candle holders. Let me run those. So I have 5 of these of different sizes. So let me start with the smallest and go to the biggest. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm grabbing the right one. Okay, so that one is. Just have to make sure. I don't want to show the wrong one. That's this one. All right, so I have 5 of these in different kind of shapes and sizes, but these are like hand-made wood tea light holders. So you put your tea light there. So this one is lightweight, thinner. I'm starting at $2, and I'll run it right now. I don't know. My guess is they might have been made for like wedding decor or something. Like somebody made a whole bunch of these for table decorations, possibly. I just think they're really sweet and simple. Just throw a little tea light in there and you're good to go. Jen, that is going to you. Thank you so very much. Let me do the rest of them here. Next up, let's do this guy. This one is slightly bigger. Make sure I have the right one. Yes. All right, so next up we have this one. This one has a little chippy in the corner right here. But this one is thicker than the last one. To give you a comparison, that's the size difference here. So that one's a little thicker, more solid. Fits one tea light. I'm going to start it at $4, and I'll run it right now. Man, we're like fast approaching Christmas. It's actually crazy to me how much the year has flown by. I'm not ready for next year. I'm not ready. It feels like it needs to be 2024 for like at least a month or 2 more. It's gone by so quick. Did you know there's like actual science behind like, you know, when you were a kid and it felt like things were going by like so slowly? Like you were in school and it's like the school year is going by so slow, or like summer is going by like at a snail's pace. And you're like, it's just taking so long. And then as you get older, it's like time flies by in comparison, and it's like what happened. There's actual science behind that, and it is because of when we're kids, we have more novel experiences. So because our brains are constantly getting like novel experiences and new information, we perceive time to be going by slower because we're picking up more. But then as we become adults and we've already had like all of those like formative experiences, and we're experiencing new things less and less, it goes by quicker. I thought that was a fun fact. We've got this one. This one is real thick, and this one's got the live edge at the end like this. I think this one's really cool. There's like a crack in the wood right here. But I love the color and the shape of that. I'm going to start at $4, and I'll run it right now. Thank you for your bid. That is concluded Science Fact Corner with Sierra. Follow for more for more random facts and information. You're welcome. Nina, this going to you. Thank you so very much. All right, let me run other ones. The other two hold 2 tea lights. So let me do those really quick. So this one's cool. There's like a little bit of that texturing at the end. Hold on. I think we've got a sick cat. Oh. Sorry, I was on mute. These animals are putting me through the ringer today. It's like one thing after another. Cat was just sick, so I had to clean that up before the dog got to it. They're just all the things for this live. We need like a shenanigans counter for them, for the lives. Put a coin in the jar every time one of them does something disruptive. Anyway, next up we have this one, double tea light holder. It started at $6, and I'll run it right now. Oh my goodness. I'm like out of breath now. Yeah. And that is running. Apologies, everyone. I hope nobody heard that because it was, yeah, that's gross. I'm sorry. Brooks Mama gets a point. All right, I'll do the last one. This one is one of the cooler ones. I know, it's like, it's always something, right? last one of these I have is this one. I think this is one of the cooler ones. You've got the live edge right there. You can feel the texture. Super cool. This one's really thick. This one holds 2 as well. I'm going to start it at $6 and I will run it right now. You all right? That is running. Oh, thank you. I think this is a fun one. Nina, that is going to you. Thank you so very much. All right, what's next? What's next? I like filled the show up with as much as I can, because why not? Let's do some glass. Next up, I have a set of 2 little trinket or sauce dishes. I'm a big fan of these. They're 2 slightly different colors, but they are 2 little dishes with ginkgo leaves on them. This one's kind of like a, I don't know what color you would call that. It's like a root beer, almost like kind of reddish root beer color. I don't know. And this one's more of like a beige glass. But they've got the bright yellow ginkgo leaves on them. They almost have this watercolor effect with how they're pressed in there. These would be super cute, like soy sauce dishes, like if you're eating sushi or something at home, soy sauce and ginger, wasabi, whatever, or ketchup, whatever you want. Or if you just want them to be little ring dishes, I don't know. They're cute, no matter how you use them. I'm gonna start them at $6, and I'll run them right now. I love how vibrant the yellow is. I'm not a huge fan of the color yellow. It's not a color that I gravitate towards. Don't let Crazy Lamp Lady hear me say that. I know that's like her favorite color. But I do like this shade. It's very vibrant. Thanks for looking. Let's see. Next up, we will do an owl. Gotta have the owls. We have a little carved wood owl. It's hard to see, but there is a little baby owl inside. You can see its little eyeballs. It is like, it's hollow, and it's got the little baby owl carved in there, in the belly. Here's the back. I think it's a really sweet little figurine. I'm going to start it at $6, and I will run it right now. These look like a pain to carve. Thank you for the bid. Like, imagine the tools you need to carve inside of it like that, because it's not fastened together anywhere. Like, it's all one piece. So someone had to individually like carve all of the holes and then get some tool to like carve out the cavity and then a really tiny tool to make the little owl. I don't know, just the work put into it is really cool to me. Nina, that is going to you. Thank you so very much. All right, let's see. Let's do a little ikebana. I love flower frogs and ikebanas. I think they're so cool. We've got this one. It is signed on the bottom. I feel like I have picked up something by this artist before. I don't remember what it was. I don't know who the artist is, but I recognize the signature. It is a leaf-shaped ikebana. So you can see the flower frog on the inside. And then it has this glass bowl with the flower frog in it glued to the bottom. So you fill it with the water and put your stems on the flower frog to keep them upright. And it's got this beautiful pottery leaf. It's very like beautiful fall colors. I love the orange and the yellow and the greens. It is signed on the bottom. Nina gets a point. I just think it's gorgeous. So pretty. I would love to see flowers in this. I'm going to start at $22 and I will run it right now. Very pretty fall colors. I'm going to be gorgeous with some like white flowers sticking out or something along those lines. Nice contrast. I also love wood items and owls. Both are very good. I grabbed a lot, a lot of this. I do have an owl in the buy it now because I forgot to add it to the show like as an auction item. But I found it over at the Oregon coast and I thought my husband saw it and we both thought it was like so interesting and silly and weird that we had to grab it. Let me pull it upstage. This may not be everybody's cup of tea, and that is a-okay. I understand it if it is not your cup of tea, but it is by Norcrest, made in Japan, and it is an owl figurine that says "The devil made me do it" on the bottom, and I thought, what a weird thing for this like adorable little owl to say. I don't like, it just felt so random and so weird. Like, what is this guy up to? So that's in the buy it now if anybody is interested in the Norcrest owl. Here's the label on the bottom. I don't know. It was just one of those things where if it's weird enough, I will bring it home. Again, may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I thought it was too interesting to leave behind. Let me do some earrings. So I have two sets of these. I thought they were fitting. These are made by Silver Forest. I learned the brand. And they make these really cool, like mixed metal layered earrings. The first pair are these little hummingbirds. So you've got the green hummingbirds. There's like a little copper disc that's textured behind them. And then like a gold toned, I get them to focus. Gold toned like filigree at the bottom. And then little white beads. I just thought they were so cool. And I love the layering they do. Fun little dangle earrings. I'm going to start these at $8 and I will run them right now. Sir, we don't need to do that. We don't need to bark. It's not necessary. No. Oh, he's so upset. Oh my goodness. Thank you for looking. And if anybody is interested, I also have a second pair. Same maker. Let me get them. This one, they're little discs. And they have little hanging. So it has like the green behind it, little copper And they have little acorns hanging down. So there's a couple pairs of those if anyone is interested. Next up, let's do salt and pepper shaker. Again, I love myrtle wood. I pick it up whenever I see it. I just think it's pretty. We have a set of salt and pepper shakers. These are like these are good size. Hand turned, lacquered myrtle wood. Again, these are like pretty good size salt and pepper shakers. Here's the top. Little original rubber stoppers, made by House of Myrtle Wood in Coos Bay, Oregon. I find a lot of stuff from House of Myrtle Wood. I don't know. They're fun. We're going to start them at $8, and we'll start them right now. I think part of the reason I'm so interested in myrtle wood is because my husband and I really love the like mid-century style decor, and seeing like the lacquered wood items like this definitely reminds me of that kind of style. Thank you for looking. All right, let's see. Again, if anyone has any requests from the auction section, let me know. Also, if anybody has requests for like a themed show, let me know, because I love a challenge. I think it would be fun if someone were to suggest like a color palette or like a theme or region, like whatever you're interested in. I think it'd be really fun to do a show themed around that and be able to like take the challenge and pull only those items from my inventory, because I have like over 1,000 items, and I think it'd be fun to do little like hidden objects, grab all the things that match. So let me know if you have any requests in regards to that. I can definitely look into it. Next up, let's do this guy. This is made by FTD. But I love the color. Actually, let's not do that. There's a little chippy that I did not see. So that goes in my other pile to review later. Instead, let's do the Fenton. I have a little Fenton cabbage rose ashtray. And by little, it's not really little, but it is really cool. We got the Fenton cabbage rose. I like the cabbage rose pattern personally. I think it's really fun. So you've got like that kind of starburst pattern and the roses in the middle. You can use it as a trinket tray, put your coins in there, your keys, what have you. It does have little notches for your ashtray needs. But it's a really cute little tray. I love the green color. It blends in with my curtains. I'm going to start it at $10, and I'll run it right now. Hello, for those who just came in, I saw for Gile. It won't show me the thing where it shows you who just came in, always disappears. Hello. Welcome in. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. We just had an appointment this morning. Everything's going good. This week, well, I should say, this week I'm feeling a little crummy, a little under the weather, but overall, I'm doing pretty good. As well as you can. while pregnant. I'll say that. Let's see. Next up, where did I put it? Oh, it's all the way over there. It's hiding. Do another Fenton item. We have a little long-tailed bird of happiness clear figurine. It is 6 inches long. I just think it's really simple and cute with a little eyeball. I'm going to start at $6. And I'll run it right now. Welcome in, welcome in. Absolutely. The little flocked guys. All right, thank you for looking at that. Let me grab the deer. Restart. Let me find it. Stage. Where did they go? Ah, they're right here. Okay. These are vintage, made in Hong Kong. There's little like plastic flocked deer. I think these are really cute for a Christmas display or like putting it in a potted plant terrarium, that kind of thing. I think they're super sweet. So there's a set of 2. They've got these really cute plastic eyes. One of them has some wear. You can see there's wear on the ear here. And then on this one, and then the eye. So this one has some damage. This one's all good. They still have their Made in Hong Kong stickers on the bottom. They're just really sweet. I don't know. They're fun little decorative pieces. I'm going to start them at $4, and I will run them right now. I love their little spots. Little twinsies. Thank you for your bid. Does anybody else feel like Christmas is coming too quickly? Bambi and Bambette. Aww. Way too fast, right? I'm not prepared. Amber's room, that is going to you. Thank you so very much. Yeah, I feel like it's going way too quick. We still have to go shopping. We do like a gift exchange thing with my mom's side of the family every year, where all of the like adult couples get like a budget to go buy like a gift, and we wrap it, and then like kind of white elephant, but like nice gifts. We still have to go do that, and I'm like, I need like another month. Can I have another month before Christmas? I'm not ready. I'm not ready for 2025. Like it feels like we lost like 2 months or something. I don't know where the time went. That's always a good it's always a good white elephant gift. Just bring in the wine. Half the time with this gift exchange, people will just like wrap the money that we're given for the gift exchange in weird ways, so that it's not suspected that it is like the money that we were given, because we get poo-pooed on if we don't buy a gift and we just do the money. But most of the time people just want to like steal back their own present and get the money. So, fun and games. I think last year we got like a nice shop vac from the gift exchange, or like somebody else got the shop vac and we got the money, I think. And we traded the money for the shop vac because we've just bought our house, and I'm like, we have so many home improvement projects. I have an entire garage that's like covered in cobwebs and dust that I need to like get rid of quickly. Can we trade you the cash for this shop vac, because like we actually need that, and you're a college student who probably doesn't need a shop vac. So it was a win-win scenario. All right, next up, I'm gonna do this little duck. He's a cute guy. It's a little bit crudely carved. Here's the little eyes. They tried. This eye is a little bit better than the other one. I love the shape of it, though. He's a sweet little duck. I just noticed that the top of his head is like a little bit red. He's just a cutie with his little head in the air. I'm going to start him at $4, and I'll run him right now. Have any of you ever had ducks or chickens, either or? I'm curious. We want to get chickens someday. I see a lot of people getting ducks instead of chickens. But I don't know. I feel like ducks are a little bit smellier than chickens. I could be wrong, though. Let's see. Next up, let's do this guy. That's true, Kelly. True. We don't get many ticks around here. Thankfully. We did have one like last month though, and that was the first time I had ever seen a tick, and I about lost it. It was the grossest thing I've ever seen, and I like felt gross being in my own house for like weeks after seeing that. I'm like, I've never seen one anywhere near us. So like seeing one come out of my own backyard, I was like, no, burn it. get rid of everything. Disgusting. I know, it's not like crawling over your skin. It was like weeks of like, I would be like checking our sheets. I'd be checking the couch before I sat down because I'm like, what if like a tick got tracked inside, and what if I'm not seeing it? Just so unsettling. Ugh, I hated it. I'm hoping that it was like a one-off and a fluke, because I've only seen one, and you would think if there was like a ton of them, I would have seen more by now. But that was definitely an experience, and I will be wearing long socks and long pants going back there from now on. Next up, I wish I knew more about this bowl, but I think it's really neat. So this is the bowl. I love the wood that they used for this. Kind of two-toned with the darker colors on each side. And then they hand dyed, painted, I don't know. These kind of Japanese style clouds. That's what they remind me of anyway. In various shades of blue. It's almost like a ramen bowl shape, I would think. Not signed or anything. But I don't know. Be a really good like key bowl or just decorative or something like that. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's interesting enough for me to grab it. I'm going to start it at $10, and I'll run it right now. I know, like waves or clouds, something along those lines. The art style reminded me of like the wave artwork, the classic one. Man, we want like chickens so bad. We've wanted chickens since we bought this house. But it just hasn't been in the cards yet. And now that we're gonna have a kiddo, like in the spring, it's looking like we're gonna have to wait another year or two before that happens because dealing with a bunch of chickens and a newborn does not sound like a good time. maybe when our kiddo is old enough to like appreciate getting chickens and like baby chicks and stuff like that, then we can get chickens. But until then we may have to wait. All right, next up, I'm taking this mug. This is one of my favorites, and I'm always tempted to keep it because I love the colors in it. Really pretty, kind of along similar lines as this like vase. Very similar. This would be like a fun set. Though it's by two different artists, but like you've got your vase or your pen holder, and then you've got your matching mug. But what's in the mug? I love the texture they did. Again, you can like feel the texture on there. I like that they did a separate texture for the bottom. And you've got that like olivey green and almost like a pastel green and the browns. Here's the bottom. Really cool. I'm gonna start at $8 and I'll run it right now. I don't know, Kelly or anybody else, do you have any theme requests or ideas? I picked the Woodland theme for today because I think it's fun to go through my inventory and handpick curated items that fit the theme for funsies. And I want to do more of that because it's a lot of fun, like going through and picking out specific things that fit the general theme. So if anybody has theme ideas, I would love to hear them because it's like farm babies. Ooh, like barnyard animals, that kind of thing. That could be fun. I got a mascara smudge or something. I'll add that to the list. That sounds fun. Like chickens and cows. Yeah, barnyard. I like that. I'm gonna put a buy it now listing up to see if it fits that theme because I thought it was really cool. I don't think I have it with me right now, but I will move it to the stage just so you can see it. But I found this like you can click at the bottom to see the pictures, but it's like a turned wood vase and it's all like cracked because I think it might have been like an old like farm post, like sun blistered farm post or something, and it was wrapped with barbed wire, like hand turned wood vase, and I think it's so cool. I hadn't found anything like that. Isn't it so neat? I'm surprised whoever made it didn't sign it because I think it's so cool. But yeah, that was one of my exciting finds. I feel like that would kind of fit the theme for barnyard. Let's see. Let's pick an auction item for funsies. Let's do a candlestick. Do a wood candlestick. I'm not sure the type of wood on this one. I don't know if this was another myrtle wood piece or if this is a different type of wood. I really need to look into how to tell because that's not something I've looked into very much. But we have a little single kind of chunky candle holder. Slightly darker wood color. You've got that lighter bit in the middle. Now there is a little bit of scratching to the finish on it. And then it has the brass inset for the candle. Here's the bottom. Just a simple little guy. Again, I love that color variation. I think pieces like this are so cool. I'm gonna start it at $6 and I'll run it right now. My next door neighbor, he's really cool. He works with like taking pictures and measuring different like wood slabs for like a mill or something, and he just has a bunch of pictures on his phone of these cool like spalted maple slabs and really cool pieces of wood with like unique patterns in them. And he was just like going through his phone, scrolling through all of them to show me, and I thought it was super neat. I don't know. And I also love when people are super passionate about what they do, or like I don't know, just that kind of thing in general. Christina, I see you. The Vintage Dames gets points. You get a point. If you know, you know. Hello! We're doing forest themed items, wood toned items, all the things. I've got the full gambit here. All the things, and it's all over the floor. This is like whose line is it anyway rules, where the rules are made up and the points don't matter. So you can take your point and feel accomplished on the inside. That's fair, Kelly. Take your point and feel like you figured out my riddle. Feel accomplished. I don't know what your point gets you. Perfect. Christina, I feel like we should do a duo show sometime. I think that would be fun. Please and thank you. Also, I keep asking people for themes because I like doing themed shows so much. I like going through my inventory and searching out for a theme. This one's weird. This one's a fused glass piece somebody did. I'm guessing they did it on top of like a recycled plate or something. But I call this one the hidden Easter Bunny plates. So it's like a clear plate, kind of an abstract shape. Not perfectly clear. It has like these kind of striations through it. And then you've got little tree shapes, maybe some flowers. But then there is like a surprise. It's kind of hard to see him. Maybe you can see him from the other side. You can just barely, there you go. There's the Easter Bunny, but he's so faint. He's like holding the basket and waving. You see him? So I think this was like some piece of glass that had this imprint of the Easter Bunny in it, and then somebody melted it down or something and fused like the trees and like the blobs onto it. But I don't know. I think it's really cool because it's like a little Easter egg hunt in and of itself. Imagine like showing this to kids on Easter or something and like ask them if they can find the Easter Bunny. I think that's really cool. Little mini I Spy thing. This would be like the piece you pull out for the kiddos on Easter, and you'd be like the cool relative. I can kind of see it better, but he's like, there's like oh no, he's not holding a basket. He's holding a paintbrush, and there's a big Easter egg in front of him, and he's painting an Easter egg. It's just really hard to see it. It's hard to pick up on camera, but I just think Brandon gets points. A point. I'll say a point. You got the burger, so I'll count it as 1 point, even though you put multiple burgers. I'm going to start it at $6, and I'll start it right now. I don't know. This just feels like the plate that the cool aunt or uncle or grandparent pulls out at like Easter dinner or whatever you do for Easter, and asks the kiddos to find the Easter bunny. It's a fun one. It was one where I almost didn't pick it up until I noticed that, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Hey, Castro, that is going to you. Thank you so very much. Okay. It's a fun one. Let's see. Next up, let's see if I can get this out. Okay, I love this one. I don't think many of you will be familiar with it, but every Halloween, like around Halloween, my husband and I watched this series called Over the Garden Wall, and it was like a Halloween special that Cartoon Network did, where it's like multi-episode like series about like two brothers that get lost in the woods. It's like pretty like surreal, and they have to find their way home. But there's like anthropomorphic frogs, anthropomorphic vegetable people. Like it definitely plays on like Americana Halloween, that kind of stuff. Really, really cool watch. But I found this, and it reminded me of that series, so I had to grab it. It is a mirror. Say hello to yourself in the chats. It is a mirror with these frogs. So you've got a frog with a flute, frog with, I think he has something to play the drums, little baton, something or other. And then this one, the mirror itself is a banjo. And then you've got like a sitting frog at the bottom. I don't know why this frog in particular is not anthropomorphic compared to the other ones. Maybe he's a baby. I don't know. But I thought, like, I love this mirror. Here's the back. It is made by Gargoyles Studio out of Brooklyn, New York. There is a little bit of rusting to the hanger on the back, and there is a little bit of paint chipping in spots. But overall, it's in really good condition, and I think it's like so whimsical. I'm going to start it at $14, and I will run it right now. For the little anthropomorphic frog mirror. Something I was thinking about today was like interests that people have that other people like that not many other people would be interested in, or just really niche. I'm really curious if any of you have like specific topics that you're interested in but could be considered niche to other people. Like topics you like to discuss, things you like to research, hobbies that you do, that kind of thing, where it's like this is something that you're passionate about, you love talking about, you love doing in your free time, but it might not have like the widest circle to you, maybe. Like, does that make sense? I'm just curious if anyone has those kind of interests. I'd love to hear about them. I personally like really niche things, and I love ranting about them. But it's like I know not very many people are going to be interested in that. Let's see. Next up, we've got a little pottery trivet. It is signed. What's there not to love? I love how they stylized it too. Super cute. Here's the back. I'm going to start it at $4, and I'll run it right now. Little trivet. Little triveter coaster. Just a fun little guy. Thank you for looking. Does anyone have any requests for items? Let me know. I put so many in there that I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get through them all. So if anyone has any requests for items that you want to get a closer look at, if you want me to rerun something, I've got like a couple like glass bird paperweights that we already ran that I could run again. We've got the Ikebana. We've got the fused glass flower figurine. Lots of stuff. So if there is something that you want me to run, put it in the chat and I can run it or just show you a closer look. Up to you. Hi guys, welcome in. I'm going to do the bird paperweight again because I think it's really cool. And I'm going to take it down to $10 start for funsies. I'm trying to fit in as many shows as I can before the end of the year because I'm trying really hard to hit 1,000 sales before the end of the year. I don't know if we can make it, but I'm trying. Hello. Yes, absolutely. Let me bring it up. Find it here. There we go. Oops. Move to stage. How are you doing, Sasha? Okay, so here's the bowl. I love the two-tone of the wood. There is like a crack through it that it looks like they repaired or they put filler in it. I'm doing pretty well. I'm glad to be doing shows regularly again. I'm thankful to have the energy back. We'll see how long that lasts, but absolutely. I love the coloring. It's going to start at $10, and here we go. It's such a cool bowl. I love the blue. That is running. Oh, I don't know if you heard. So I was gone off of knickknacks for like 2-3 months because I am pregnant. And the first trimester was rough. First trimester had me feeling tired all the time. And now that I'm in the second trimester, I feel a lot better. Now it's all good. I just told myself that I needed to take a little bit of a step back so I wasn't feeling icky doing shows and stuff, but I feel better. Hey, Castro, that is going to you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm doing May, so we're gonna get a. I don't know if anybody else on knickknacks, if any other sellers have had kiddos like while on knickknacks, like while it is, yeah. Yep. But we're gonna have a little baby Koalatea. Let's see, what was I gonna grab? The pregnancy brain is real, guys. All right, so we're gonna do this guy. I'm trying to show it to you. So it's like clear. point for you. You get a point. You can kind of see it. There's some like kind of amber brown in there. Some like amethyst, all kind of swirls. There's some like light blue swirling in there too. You can see it a lot better with the light going through it. Here's the bottom. I've got the tail. This one has feet, which I don't think a lot of them have feet, but I thought it was really sweet. It's heavy, not signed. Well, it was kind of an experiment because I wanted to see how many people would actually read it. I was curious to see what would happen. Gotta do a little experiment now that they've, whenever they release like a new update or something, I always have to test it out for funsies. It's fun. District is really great at rolling out updates, useful things. They're fantastic. All right, I'm gonna run the bird paperweight starting at $10, and I will run it right now. I wish I had a light. I did not grab a light. My only flashlights are like the super powered ones that are way too bright for this. It's a bird. It's a pretty good size. Oh man, I'm so sorry. It always stinks. I mean, one, having a family member who's not feeling well, and then two, having to cancel stuff. It's not fun. We always have other like priorities that take precedent, and it happens. We gotta do what we gotta do. Let's see. Let me do. This one's interesting. I wish I could find more about this, but so far I haven't been able to find anything. So it is like a mini pitcher, probably like a creamer type pitcher or syrup. It's glass and it is etched with like a deer antelope running. It's like a forest scene. So you've got the trees and the deer. It's really cool. And then at the top, it is etched 1/81 maybe, or 1/781. It's a little bit hard to see. So I couldn't find anything about this, but I loved the etching on it. I love the detail. I'm going to start it at $6, and I'll run it right now. A little deer picture. I ran them, but they did not sell, so I can definitely rerun them. I can run them right after this. Absolutely. Let me grab those. They are right here, front and center. All right, let me pull this up. Move to stage, restart the auction. All right, these are by Silver Forest. Little dangle earrings. I think these are so cute. I love the mixed metals. Oh, I love that. All right, starting at $8, and I'll run them right now for our little hummingbirds. I just think they're super sweet. I love that. I like birds too. I'm not like I wouldn't consider myself a bird nut, but I really like birds. I'll always I'm the person who, like, if I see a bird, I will stop to point out that there is a bird. Uh, absolutely, thank you. Let's see. I like jam packed all of my remaining bird stuff into this too. I still have the little redwood souvenir. I love this guy. Little like trinket dish or ashtray with little pine cone bird. He's so cute. Let's see. Isn't it? It's a like vintage redwoods California souvenir. Let's see. What else haven't I done? Let's do. I'm gonna show this one off because it's really unique. Make sure I can actually grab it because it is large. So there's some damage to it because the wood that it's made of is pretty like soft and brittle, but it is like a very large, tall wall hanging, hand carved. I have no idea who makes this, where it was made, but it's like a little wall vase made out of wood. I could oil it. I have not oiled it yet because I'm not sure of the finish the person who buys it will want. But it is not oiled. There is some like damage to the edges. You can see this one is kind of coming off a little bit. Some like damage to the edges and stuff. This one is missing. So it's like a little brittle. Here's the back. Here's like where it would hang. It's really interesting. You get like the live edge on the vase portion right here. And it's like carved with these different leaves and berries and stuff. I have no idea where it's from, but I think it's really cool. It's 21 inches tall. So it's a large piece. I'm going to start at $16 and I will start it right now. I just thought it'd be really cute with some buds in there or something. I don't know. Maybe put some like weatherproof varnish on there and like put it on like a garden or porch area, that kind of thing. Sunroom. Very like woodsy. It's kind of, you're right. It almost, I don't know, because there's like a hole in there, but then here. So yeah, it does make me wonder if like something, but it's like carved on the inside. So I don't know if something sat in here. I wouldn't think so. It's, I don't know. It almost reminds me of like an eye or something. I don't know if it's supposed to look like a knot in a tree, or if it's supposed to give like Green Man kind of vibes, if that makes sense. I'm not sure. It's cool. Whatever it is, wherever it's from. Somebody put the work in carving it for sure. Let's see. What else? What else? Do we have any more requests? let me know. Because otherwise I might call it a night. I might, if there is no more requests of items, I might give y'all a sneak peek of some of the stuff that I have for Saturday. That's gonna be like mishmash of new items. Let me see if I can actually move. Get my ring light out of the way. We're going on a field trip. Let's see. Oh, it's dark. Let me turn on a light. One light is not enough. There we go. Okay. So here's like a little sneak peek. We've got Elephant and Hobnail guy. We've got, it's a little late for the Christmas stuff, but this could be for next year. How fun is that? Got your little like Christmas village, little music box, and it moves around with Santa and his reindeer. I think that's really sweet. Let's see. This is only some of what I have. This is from Germany. It is like a 1920s pottery card box. So it has like this dog on top as the handle and the different sweets. There's a little chip, but it has the sweets on the side. And you put your playing cards in here. Got some art pottery. Got some glass. Got a Kevin Chen. This is the first, Kelvin Chen. This is the first one I've found from Kelvin Chen, and it made me very excited. Little enamel teapots. We've got some like Ray Dunn little stones, ceramic stones. Got some antique hobnail. Sorry, my camera's being weird. This is a rare Department 56 cat planter. Look at how grumpy and adorable he is. Got a little heart bud vase. Got this little glass guy. What else? Got an orange pitcher. Got some pottery. We've got, I saw somebody else had one of these. Got a card holder, blown glass card holder. A little Tenala turtle. And then some other stuff. But I figured I'd split that into a different show. That's going to be on Saturday. And I'll probably fish out some other stuff. So unless there are any other requests from the auction section, I think I am probably going to call it a night. Let's see who we can send you to. Oh my goodness, there's so many people on right now. Let's go to, ooh, there's so many. Ooh, let's send you over to Sandy. Sandy's got paperweights. Thank you so much. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.